stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change.
Hey guys, it's Holly here at Tangles, and we've decided at Tangles that we're going to start doing how-to videos for your hair, so that way you feel like a rock star at home as well as when you come visit us here at the salon. And today our beautiful model is Sabrina.
Hi!
She is our makeup artist here at the salon, and she is having a makeup class on Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m. And it's pretty much like a chill girls' night. It's a lot of fun, so if you feel very timid coming by yourself, bring a friend because it's even more fun, the more the merrier. And we're gonna get started. Okay, so for today's tutorial, we've decided to go over curling techniques and teasing, since a lot of clients always ask about those two things and how to do it. So we're gonna start with prepping the hair with Redken Smooth Down Heat Glide, which is an awesome product. A lot of clients, we have positive feedback about it. A lot of the stylists use it ourselves at home, and it's more bang for your buck. So we're just going to prep with a couple of pumps. And then what you want to do is make sure you work it into your hands and spread it all over your hands so it'll be a little glossy. And then you're just going to work it through the ends and the mid shaft. You want to stay away from the roots because you have natural oils at the scalp, so it's not necessary. And then we're going to start from the bottom up. And what I like to do is not a straight part, because especially when you're doing your hair yourself, you can't get an exact straight part. So what I do is just kind of zigzag it a little, because that'll give it more of a natural look and feel. So you want to clip away the hair, and by starting at the bottom and working our way up, it's like the foundation of a house. It's just going to build a better foundation for your style. So, alright, so basically what you want to do when curling the hair, the amount of hair that you take per section, you want to kind of match with the size of your curling iron. So this curling iron is like smaller ones, so you just want to take equal sections of hair. And what you want to do is start in the mid shaft of the hair, so in the middle, and then just keep turning like you normally would until the ends of the hair are in. Hold it for a couple seconds and let go. Now, I spray the hair afterwards, after I curl it with hairspray, not while it's on the rod, because that's how you get buildup on your tools, your hot tools. So I spray it, and then if you want a longer lasting curl, they have these clips at Sally's, and what you want to do is just clip the curl in place. Obviously when you're doing it on yourself, you can't get it as tight or close as we would, but just
Can we see what that clip looks like, please? Nice close up here, thank you.
So these are the clips that are at Sally's, and what that does is the same way that hot rollers work. When the curl cools or sets in this position, you're going to have a longer lasting curl as opposed to when you let it hang. Because when you let it hang, that's when the weight of the curl takes some of the curl out. A lot of people say, oh, my hair doesn't hold curl. So what you would want to do if that's the case is just clip the curl in place after you curl it. And that way it'll cool and set, and it'll be a longer lasting. Also then, a little hot tip for ya. Curling the hair to make it look more natural, as opposed to curling all your curls one way, you want to curl them in opposite directions. So this curl, the middle curl, we curled this way, away from the other curl. So you want to curl this curl towards the face. Basically just the opposite direction. Spray it. And this is the Pureology hairspray. It smells really good. A lot of clients like it because they say it doesn't smell like hairspray. Then you want to clip the curl. And then this curl, we're gonna do in towards this curl. So basically the whole idea is start in the mid strand and just keep turning and clicking. Hold it for a couple seconds. Release. Spray it. And clip it. All right, now you're gonna continue that process. We're just gonna go ahead and finish her up until this midpoint here. Because if you're a busy, you have a crazy schedule, you're a mom, or you have a lot of things going on, you just feel like you don't have time to actually sit here and do your hair, hot rollers are a nice option, something fast and quick. So you can do your makeup, you can make the kids breakfast, whatever you gotta do around the house while your curls are cooling. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that up and then we'll come back. Okay, so now we did 2 more sections and basically just did the same thing. Remember, you just do whatever, it doesn't have to be a perfect part. Applied more heat glide on each section. You just want to make sure you have it evenly distributed. And then curl opposite directions, spray it, clip it. Now you can spray with hairspray prior to curling or after. I just did it after. And you don't want to do too heavy a spray until the very end because we're going to be lifting up hair just to go back in and tease. You don't want to be like pulling all crazy. So now we're to the point where you want to kind of section off the front from the back. And again, it doesn't have to be a perfect part. You can just kind of zigzag it a little bit. Okay, so basically this is kind of like the crown section right here. We're gonna block that off real quick. And again, when you're doing this yourself, it goes a lot quicker. I'm just breaking it down for you for the purpose of just showing you basically step by step. What you want to do prior to continuing curling, if you have a little bit of wave pattern in your hair, you just want to check your hairline and make sure you just kind of smooth those out before you curl it. And again, the bang area and all that. So she has a little bit of a, what do you call them?
Devil horns.
She calls them devil horns. But we're just gonna kind of straighten Sabrina's hair with a little bit more heat glide before I'm gonna touch it up with the flat iron. You always want to use some form of heat protection when you're styling your hair because these suckers get up to like 400 degrees and that's kind of scary to put that on your hair with no product or protection. So I'm just gonna kind of work out her kinks. Now for the bang area, I know a lot of clients have trouble with it.
We can't see the bangs, Holly.
Fringe.
Alright.
Alright, so again, you just want to move hair that you're not working on out of the way. It's just easier. And just a little hot tip when you're styling your hair, like blow drying it, you want to hit and target your bangs first before you dry anything else if that's your problem area. So make sure after you towel dry your hair out of the shower, you just want to go ahead and section off your hair and make sure your bangs are going the way you want before they dry. And if you have that problem where they do the little C on you, you want to just go with the flat iron and direct it backwards, and that will help with that so it doesn't go in towards your eyes. Again, I'm just directing it backwards and rotating it a bit. That's how you get that nice sweep in the bangs. That clip's a gunner.
Punch me in the forehead.
See how now they're just kind of one unit? Well, the problem that clients complain about a lot is their bangs splitting or separating, and that's where the backcombing, once we get to that part, is going to come into play for you. So I'm just going to make sure she doesn't have any more whirly birds going on. Now again, for your sides and the front area, you just want to start from the bottom and work your way up. So I'm going to apply a little bit more heat protectant on there. Now the front all depends on if you want like those blown back celebrity curls away from the face look. Obviously you're going to curl these backwards away from your face. But if you just want a more tousled look, you can do the whole opposite directions with the curls. Some, you know, forward, away, and vice versa. So, Sabrina, do you want the blown back look?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we're just gonna curl these curls away from her face. So just spray it and clip it. And this front part you could very well do with hot rollers. You don't have to do a curling iron. We're going to do the crown section with the hot rollers just to go over how you can get better height with that. And it's all has to do with placement and how you do it. So, okay, so we went ahead and finished up Sabrina's other side and just did the same thing, curled everything away from the face and pinned it. Now we're going to go into the crown area, and what we're going to do is just, this isn't the exact way, we're just showing you another example. If you're a person that prefers hot rollers, we're just going to show you ways to get the most volume out of using hot rollers. Okay, so we're going to go into the crown section, and I'm just going to apply some of the heat glide first. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with the hot rollers. I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. You can do, there's no exact amount of sections, that's right or wrong. And we are going to use the big guys. Alright, so to get the most volume, you want to over direct the hair, meaning go towards your face, because you want to over direct, meaning pull it from, like, exaggerate where you pull it from, where it naturally grows. So this you can start from the ends and you just want to roll it down.
Damn.
She gets country roads.
Down. And then see how, notice it's lying right on top of the section. It's not down here. So you're just gonna clip it and forget it. And when you're doing the rollers, if you want softer, looser curls, you're gonna start from low. Otherwise, if you want a lot of volume, I mean, we're going to tease it anyways, but to get volume and more body with your curls, you want to over direct it high up onto the section. Then you can always just give it a quick spray. We'll let those cool. Now, if you were at home, you could, put on your makeup, clean the house, cook, etc. Pack your kids' lunches. Now for the bang area, you just want to start at the top here. What we're using is Ryken's Powder Grip. It works really, really well. Love it. It's easy to work with. It's lightweight. A lot of hairsprays tend to wear off or they're too tacky, and sometimes that can cause damage to the hair when you're trying to brush it out. So you just sprinkle it like you would salt at the root area. And now there's 3 different ways you can tease the hair. This one's probably the easiest if you're not real familiar with teasing your hair. It's got a lot of bristles and they're stiff. So this is a teasing comb. You can get it like Sally's. I'm comfortable with just a regular hair cutting comb like this, but you want to use the end where the teeth are closer together. And then this is a actual teasing comb. So it's your preference what you want to use, but I'm used to this, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So you sprinkled a little bit. You want to hold tight on the section, and you want to hold tight as you go in about an inch from your root, and just kind of push down, and you're kind of doing like a scooping effect. Some people tend to go straight up and down, but you don't want to like ruin your hair. You just want to put a nice tease in. Take the next section. You want to tease them together, so it's one solid unit. You don't want to do them separate. So sprinkle a little bit, shake it, and you want to tease into that previous section.
I'm learning so much.
I was just going to ask you how's it going. Sabrina's a fabulous model. Then once you do that, you want to smooth over just the top. And you can do that with the wider teeth, they call them. And then a hot little tip, so you don't like spray yourself in the eyeball. You can spray your fingertips with hairspray, and then just kind of grab and smooth over this section. Alright. Now we're going to let these curls out starting from the bottom. Okay, so now we took everything out. As you can tell, they're really springy. So what you want to do is, you don't have to do this, but I just tend to do it for a little shine. Put a little bit of the heat glide on my hands, and then I'm just going to finger through the curls and spread them out a little bit so they're a little relaxed, a little softer. But as you can see, hot rollers create a really bouncy curl. If you want them tighter than this, you could go back in with a curling iron or just do the whole head with a curling iron. So the hot rollers are just nice for having your hands free and doing other things. So now we're going to go into teasing the hair. And what you want to do is wherever you want to see the volume, the little bump it, a little fake bump it, wherever you want to see that start is where you're going to start sectioning and teasing. So, Sabrina, do you have a preference?
No, just do whatever.
She doesn't have a preference. Okay, so I'm going to start right here. And what you're going to do is lift it up. You're going to sprinkle a little bit of the powder grit. Hold up the hair tight and just go on in and just pull up tight and push down with your comb. Let it fall. Grab right behind it, another section. I don't know if you can see how wide of a section that is. It's basically the whole crown area. And pull up tight. Again, sprinkle some more on there near the roots. Shake it a little bit. Then you're going to grab that previous section and again tease together. That way you have a solid unit. And it should stay up just like that. Again, repeat. And you're just going to continue that as far back as you want. You can go all the way past the crown area if you wanted to. And what I tend to do is kind of work around. Because if you just stay here, then these sides are going to be, it's not going to be as solid of a unit. It just kind of groups the hair together and blends it, so. I love this song. You can't hear it, it's Miguel adoring. Okay, now You're going to pull back and try and fan it out a little bit, and then smooth over with the wide tooth part, just kind of lightly. And I don't like dig in, I'm just kind of angling it a little bit just to smooth out that top layer so the tease is invisible. As you can see, that created a lot of volume. Now what's going to happen is you're going to have a spacing between the front. You want to connect the two. So you're going to go in the front, and I kind of angle it back instead of towards the face. So here you have the tease section and then the sides. So you want to take a section, and like I said, you're going to want to tease back so that it connects the two. You can even take a little bit of that section in the crown area and connect them. Try to turn it a little bit. So I'm connecting these two sections. Do the same thing, grab a little bit from here into the front. Sprinkle it on. Hold up tight. Actually, that's probably far enough. You could go all the way down if you wanted to. It just depends how much volume you want to achieve. Bring it down. And just again, you can touch up the curls like after you get the teasing in, because obviously some of it's going to come out a tad. But as you can see, it's a little more blended now. That's some pageant hair. Sabrina's going to be the next Miss Racine. Wow. Alright. Now basically, just doing the same thing on the other side, connecting the crown area to the front and the sides here. So, obviously you wouldn't be awkwardly like doing it like this, but just to show you guys. Then take the next section and marry the two, if you want to get fancy.
We don't ever see your quote fingers when you do that in the camera. Those were quote fingers, everybody.
Sorry. I didn't know my space. You might see a couple flat spots, so you're just gonna go back in. See if I can see it. Like maybe through here you might want to raise it up a little bit more, whatever. Just go back in and fix whatever areas you need to adjust to your liking. It's kind of hard because I can't see a mirror right now, so. And like I said, according to how you like your curls, it just depends. You'll adjust the technique and what you use, whether you use hot rollers. If you have a busy schedule that's hectic, you might want to use hot rollers to save time. But if you have the time, use a curling iron, alternate the curls for a natural look. Some Texas hair. Now the bangs, or the fringe area, if you want to get technical, you can always rotate them back too. And you hot tips, spray your little fingertips, touch up the ends. That hair is going nowhere. a pageant-y looking, you can just, or if you have a wand, we can make a little makeshift wand right now. Just wrap the hair. Try not to burn your fingers. Ouch. You just hold it on there. Let it drop out. Final spray once you're happy with the results with a little more heavier spray. And if you want your curl or bangs a little softer and you don't mind them a little messier in your face, you want to create a little mystery, then you can brush it out. I really hope that this video helps you guys out and at least have taken away one hot tip to, you know, make you feel more comfortable with doing your hair. Feel free to leave a comment or a suggestion / request of what you would like us to make a video of to help you guys out and show you so that you feel more comfortable with styling your hair. Alright? Have a good day!
This kitten got your tongue tied in knots, I see. Spit it out, 'cause I'm dying for company. I notice that you got it, you notice that I want it. You know that I can take it to the next level, baby. If you want this goodness, sicker than the remix, baby, let me blow your mind tonight. I can't take no more. Never felt like this before.